Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Norgon 111, and welcome back to Lingo 2. It is probably a couple days since the last episode that I recorded. Getting a little bit more familiar with the new computer. Did manage to successfully render an episode using now Caden Live. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Is an open source software tool for rendering videos. Just to give you a sense on the old computer, just how old it was. My old computer, I was using Sony Vegas 11, which means I bought it in 2011 to do my video editing. That was a long time ago. In any case, over here, I think. No, over. Is it through here? No, let's go back through here then. So this is a quicker way. Okay, this is a quicker way back to the temple. So from the temple, I managed to get somewhere. Right, there's a red hallway that leads off the edge of it. I did some exploring on my own and found somewhere that looks interesting to go, so that's never opened up to me. But we did once go over here, and I originally was thinking that it was like the original high room, but it's different. So this room just has like high by. And then if we go over here, which way do I want to go from here? This one. There's a panel in here that I have not solved. Hidden, take away 4 letters, high. I'm not sure if this was always here or if it opened up. I'm not sure if that just opened up anything for me. It looks like there's another room over here now. Oh, neat. I'm on the other side of this. So on the other side, we solved something that was like own and 1 or something. So something that sounds like 2. 2? Great. And that opens this up. Okay. Making some kind of progress. Always seems good. Return and subtract 2 letters. Turn. Oh, it just teleported me back to the start. So I returned, and the moment that happened, I think I saw like this go away, but I think that's just because like it changes whenever you teleport back here. So I'm curious, if I go back to that area now, so I go through the temple, and then I want to go find the red corner, which is over here. And by the way, this area is called the Revitalized. So I was in here. I've solved this. I think that just brings me back to the start. This brought me to the room where I just solved the hidden high. And it seems like the only thing I could do from this room is to go through here. And when I do that, we get here. Oh! This is the same puzzle I solved before. And there's another doorway over here. So yeah, 1, 1. We'd gotten to that before. 2, 2. Oh, 1, 1, 2, 2. All right, and then there's 2 doors over here. And return. If I type in turn, it just teleports me back. So, maybe there's nothing else to solve there? I'm not sure how to interpret that yet, but that's the first time that I can think of that the act of solving a clue has teleported me somewhere. Alright, so that's interesting. While I'm thinking about it, I think there's multiple ways that I can get into a brown pyramid. Is there somewhere I can go back here? There's not. I want to get inside the brown pyramid because there's a bunch of panels inside that place that I could solve. Is this one of the ways in? No, but it's a way into something else that I could solve, perhaps. Ooh, multiple symbols. And this maybe is gonna spell something or make a sentence or something. Okay, so caught. Partially sounds like caught. Means just rhyming. So ought, what's a 3-letter word that rhymes with caught? Unless it's not always rhymes with, it just partial sounds like. So could it be caw? No. Caught, ought, ought. Lot? Doesn't quite sound like caught. Hot, got, rot, what? Thought, bot. Not. Doesn't sound like caught. Aw sounds like it in the middle. No, that's not right either. Okay, I still feel like some of it is just the fact that I've taken a couple of weeks break in the middle of this game and haven't gone back and reviewed anything and to like reorganize my notes or something. I feel like I'm really struggling with this game, so I'm gonna use caps lock. Got, caught, gut, caught, got, and caught. I don't know about that one. Okay. Sounds like I, but also is complement to or opposite of the meaning of I. Sounds like I. By, kai, die. Rye. Guy. By. Why. Alright, I was thinking this might be something spelling a sentence, like have, blah, blah, got 10. Gotten. Have you forgotten? Oh, it's a two-step process. I. First, a word that sounds like I is the, one word, I. And then kind of the opposite of I, or the complement of I, is you. So when you read them left to right, it means run these operations in sequence. So for, it would be FOR, but I still haven't managed to get the F. So have you forgotten is what's being spelled out here. Okay. And on this side, yeah, it's the same thing, but with different clues. Oh! Well, that's the same clue. But this is just sounds like 4. Was this sounds like 4 as well? Oh, it is. Okay. It's not different clues. It's the same clues. Fair enough. I don't think I need to go through here. I can't go through here. What if I go through here? This brings me... Kind of forgotten about this place, but I think this place is done. So I'm going to exit that for now. Wait a minute. Is it done? That would mean I had the letter M? No, I got the letter W there. The M was upside down. Maybe I'm also going to get the letter M there, though? I hadn't thought about that carefully. Like, I was rotating that around. Is there any chance that there's more puzzles in here that would get me the letter M somehow? I don't think so. Yeah, I'm going to go with my gut that says I don't think so. We've got the left and right. The seam's all solved. Okay. Brown pyramid had a bunch of puzzles I could solve. I don't think it's necessarily the way to quote-unquote progress, but it's at least something that I can do. The brown pyramid, I believe, is accessible from here. No, this is like first initial. It's accessible from somewhere near here, I feel like. There is a way to get it. I still don't know. One side says plant, the other side says tree. I was thinking spruce is a large tree. I'm not sure still what this means. But if I go through here, I end up on, I guess I go through the left-hand side. I end up on the other side where it says tree, still in front of like the other side of this tree. And then if I go around here, this leads me into the pyramid. And the pyramid, there's a bunch of puzzles that allegedly I could solve, or at least I have the letters to solve. I remember not being able to come up with this. Sleep. A smaller version of sleep that's 4 letters. A nap is smaller. A rest. Okay. And then Even smaller than arrest. Right, that was the one that I was struggling to solve before. Shut eye, nap, 40 winks. Smaller than rest. Still not coming up with it. Let's use clues. Caps lock is not giving me a clue here. Maybe only some of them you're allowed to look at the first letter of or something. Color brown was here. Color brown is here, and I've not typed in brown and opened a door, maybe. Also, there's a doorway out there that's kind of hard to see. Let's come back to color brown near the end, but there's a bunch of other things we might be able to do. Walk, a bigger version is run. Walk, a bigger version is sprint. Great. Over here, meal, a smaller version of a meal is a snack. Great. Don't have the letters to solve that. That's the rest that we just looked at. Okay, let's go up to the next floor. On this floor, are there any panels for me to try to solve? Yes. Good, great. Good, bad. Good. Smaller than good. Fair? I don't have an F. Smaller than good. So. Okay. Okay. All right. Great. Let's go up to the next floor and see what I can solve up here. And I find wade, a bigger version of wade. Swim, I don't have an M. Deeper than wade, perhaps? You're treading water. You're swimming. Can I caps lock this one? It starts with a D. So wading is like you're ankle or knee deep in water. You can also like wade through like a task. It's like a slog, a trek. So maybe something along those lines. Like draw doesn't really make any sense. Duck also doesn't make sense, but like ducks can wade. Dunk, possibly. Because it's like going deeper in the water, you dunk something. Dive is to go deeper in the water? Okay. So wading is shallow water, dive into deep water? I guess. The clues, they're a bit more open-ended, I feel like, than they were in the first game. But maybe there's also something that I'm not understanding or some kind of contextual something that I haven't managed to figure out yet. Like I said, I just don't feel like I'm as in tune with this game as I was in the first one. So let's see. Happy. Happy, the complement of happy, or the opposite of happy is sad. Happy, a bigger version of happy, is gleeful. No, a smaller version of happy, so not quite as happy. You're just content. You're good. I can't do two O's. You're happy, you're smiling, you're content, you're okay. You're glad. Hey, okay, I came up with it. Sad, glad. Alright, I can't solve that. What about over here? Small, big, small. Larger than small. Or, a bigger magnified version of small, which might mean tiny. So, it's an even more extreme version. It's not that it's larger, it's more in extent than the original word. So I have to be careful when it's a word like small. Okay. And in that case, then going the other way, not as small. I'm just trying to see if I can guess what word this is going to be that maybe uses an F or an M in addition to the letters that I have, like minute, but that's kind of going the wrong direction. I want to know what letters I might have to come back here to finish off. Hover. Hover even more would be like to float or to fly, F-L-Y. Yeah, so fly is going to be in here. So I think I'm going to need the F to finish at least part of this, based on what I've seen. And we do have reason to believe that the F is coming soon, hopefully. Okay, so there was a doorway next to color brown that I wanted to try to exit through or something. So where was that panel? It's over here. So color brown. There's a door there and here. Do these just go to different floors? And also, like, I wonder if there's a door here and I just can't see it because it's brown on brown. So I should type brown. Can I type brown? Yeah. I should type brown into the control room or whatever. Did that just, like, teleport me right back here? This is, like, a different part of the room I was just in, I think. So when I went through here, I'm facing another doorway. What if I turn around? Oh, I don't know that I've ever been here, have I? Oh, hey, it's a new place. This is good. New is good. Let untrue tie. Okay, so we're going to use these letters, presumably. Sounds like aisle, tile. The two other things are also going to be tile. Sounds like while. And guile. Great. So we used tile already, so we've got let and untrue. Okay. So flew could be blue. No. What are the other letters I have? R's and N's and T's. True. Ah, spell. There we go. True. Coo. And zoo. All sound like true. And moon. UN or something. Tune. Trying to figure out what letters remain. Okay, so we solved those. Great. Routine outshoot. Sounds like tonight. ITE. Not immediately sure. Sounds like much. There is a CH. Touch. Stouter. Router. Outer. Only need 5 letters. So touch, outer. Doubter is going to be outer. Such is going to be touch. Router is going to be outer. These are all just sounds like. Contrite and crutch is going to be touch. So we used touch, we used outer. So TOUCHUTEOR, that means UTINE, I believe. So contrite. Unite. Tonight. Unite. Moonlight. Unite. Okay, great. So we got all those guys. There's a bunch over here that I can't solve. That maybe is the brown door I just came through. And, oh, the cyan is a one-way door. Now I'm back at this place that I've been before. Cyan doors were like half transparent and I was able to like walk through it. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, I should make a note of that mechanic. And then I know if I open this, I would open the other half, so if I was coming back through the cyan, I'd be able to go there, I guess. So I want to type in color brown and then go back to the pyramid. So yeah, let me go figure out where I can do all that. Okay, so over here, I want to type in brown. Great. And then I want to make my way back to the pyramid, which will take a minute. Okay, I made my way back to the pyramid. Color brown. Yes, this was not here before. This was here, and this was here. But I don't believe this was here, so I think this is a door I might have never gone through. And this leads me to a black place with a Q. I'm in the bearer. Okay, well, I'll take the Q. Oh, it's a cyan Q, not a purple Q. There's a smiley face on the roof. Oh, what is this? Okay, there's like a room full of panels with a more rainbow kind of stuff. Was I just here? Color. Brown? Okay. So yeah, that's that's where I came in. There's the cyan door that might or might not be one way. There's apparently a cyan queue here. There's something down that hallway. And this just teleported me somewhere. Red, orange, white, blue, black or something? Question mark? Okay, I don't know what to do with that. Yeah, I don't know what to do with that. So then what about here? I can't get there. I can only look down here. Okay, so there's... I don't have a Q, but maybe some of the letters are cyan rather than purple, or maybe there's going to be 2 copies of letters, and that's what lets you write, you know, like a word like good that has 2 O's. We end up getting like 2 copies of them or something? I don't know. And then, which colors were these again? Let's actually be careful. Okay, so that's red, brown, white, blue. I think just separated by black. Red, brown, white, blue. Do each of those correspond to a letter somehow? The blue is really hard to see. I don't know how to correspond those to letters, I don't think. So if that's what I'm supposed to do, I don't know. Okay. And so there's a cyan Q and some weird puzzles in the bearer. And I got here by using color brown through the pyramid? Yes. Okay. Do any of these other tunnels take me anywhere other than other floors of the pyramid? Yes. This is... Okay, we're like in the tree. The pyramid's kind of inside the tree. I don't think this is a jump intoable painting. Yeah, this is like a teleport back from somewhere, I believe. Okay, and this is otherwise just a hallway, but I'd never gone in there. Okay, so are there any other places? I just went through here. I believe I've been through here. Where did this take me? It took me back to this place where I went through the cyan one-way door. Okay. Did I solve everything else that I could have done over here? I believe I did. Okay. So let's go back through here. Then, are there any other secret exits like over here that I have failed to notice in the pyramid? Yes. This is tree, but this is not looking up at the tree. And this is... what does that symbol mean? It is part of, and so... something that is part of a tree. A branch, a limb... a root, a leaf, a canopy, 5 letters, part of a tree. I'm not coming up with anything right now, so let's try this. Starts with T. A trunk. Okay. And kind of, when I was outside, I was looking at the tree trunk, and maybe trunk is actually the answer to the other thing? Maybe? So I'll try to remember that when we step back outside of this place. So there are lots of hallways that are easy to not see because it's brown on brown. I don't think I've ever been here. I don't think I can jump into this painting because it's not sparkling, but there's the tree again, maybe? Maybe, I'm not sure. So this is another place with a bunch of paintings. Walk, run. There's a stairway down here. So if I went down the stair, I think I might have been down here once before, but I don't remember. Oh, 9. Okay, so there's 9 puzzles left to solve in the tree. Like, why does the contrast have to be so bad? That makes it impossible to see anything. I think there are texture packs for this game, and I might investigate, like, getting one. It's not something I can just do in the settings, right? Graphics. Yeah. Oh, style. There's a colorblind pack. And a mellow pack. Let's try one of these. Oh, interesting. It gives texture to the walls. Did that... it doesn't really help me see that there's a pathway here, though. I kind of have to be right on top of it. Let's take a look at some of the others. Settings, graphics. How about this one? That gives more texture to the walls. I don't love how it looks, but it is pretty textureful, and so I can see where the walls actually are. That might be useful. That was K Mills. What about this one? This has kind of softened the colors, but the texture, the noise doesn't really help me all that much. It helps a little bit. I don't like the colors in this one, though. And custom, I guess I would be doing my own. Let's try this for a little bit. In this area, and then we'll walk out of this area and see some other places. So this is a different color. That might be like gray or something. Have I been this way? I don't believe I have been this way. Okay. Some of the texture is a little bit hard, though. I guess this is just black, and this is what the black texture looks like over here. Yeah, I think every color has a different texture, which also would help with like colorblind kind of stuff, I suppose. I don't love this. Let's try living without any of it, but it's good to know that it's there. If I get into more rooms that it's very hard for me to read the geometry of, I will consider switching packs. But for right now, let's look at some more clues that we have. Okay. Rat. Add a letter, and then add a letter. Could be a bunch of things. What am I looking at here? Is there an environmental clue? I'm just in a green box. What are these things? Flowers? Maybe. Sunder. Remove a letter and then take the opposite. So under would become over. Sunder became under, and then we opposited it, became over. Okay. Where? Remove a letter here. And then do a partial concentric circles. Concentric circles means what? There was like hid, hide, got, get, path, road. So here and now. So where becomes here. And then hid, hide, got, get, path, road. It's almost like evolves over time, maybe. Here, evolving over time. Or were, W-E-R-E, if I remove the letter H, would become R. Okay. Okay. Felt like I solved that. Rat, add 2 letters. Like, there's so many 2 letters that I could do. So what do we have? R, over... I might be able to solve this even though I don't have the letters, but it's probably like a sentence being spelled out here again. So lean sounds like leans, and then add a letter. Beans, weens. Let's imagine that it's something that ends in E-A-N-S, and then we're going to add a letter. Not immediately coming up with it, so let's come back to it. Question. Is this again like who, what, where, why? What? And add 2 letters to rat. So, are over... I can try to solve this. Opposite of difference is sum, and then spelled sounds like would be S-O-M-E. Okay, so I can't solve that one. Are over some... What? And I'm trying to think of the environments again. Are over some means what? And I'm not sure where the sentence begins. Like, I mean, this could be crate. It could be a bunch of things, though. Are over some means what? What are over some means? I'm not sure, but we solved some things here. So did I just come in there? I believe I did. Over in the flower corner. Again, is this trying to clue me into anything? Like, I'm trying to come up with another way to interpret the structure that I'm witnessing here. And over, I'm also like trying to look over the walls. And this was just in a big bright green box. Okay, let's go back. We were exploring all the side passages in brown. Have I been here? This, I think, is like the original way in or out. Yes, this is the original way in with the plant and the tree. What was the word with the plant and the tree that I was thinking about trying to test? Because we had a word with the trunk, but it's 6 letters. That would not work. But yeah, we're like on the tree trunk here or whatever. Okay, so let's go back in. So, any other side passages along the walls? There's one right here. Where does this go? This goes to another destination teleport painting that I don't know where it teleports from. There's a window. There's the rest that I couldn't solve, and then, yeah, this is the sunset. Okay, so I think at this point we've done a full circuit around here. On the 2nd and 3rd floors, were there any secrets? Like hallways that we could go through? I don't think so, and I don't think there is anything like on the outside of particular use. I'm not going to do full due diligence here, but just want to look around and make sure there's nothing particularly obvious that I have missed in terms of easily walkable spots. Did I try to do this? I don't think so. Grow. Opposite of grow. Shrink. Or complement of grow. Grow could be like wilt. Sap is not really right. Grow. Alright, what about grow getting smaller, a little bit of growth? Less magnitude of grow would be... If you grow just a little, you well, let's take a hint. Starts with S. Grow just a little bit. Stretch, I can't write. Also, it's the wrong number of letters. Strive is not really right. I guess there's multiple ways you could interpret grow, because yeah, I can like, you know, grow in maturity, you can grow like a tree grows, you could grow a crop or a plant. So like sapling kind of thing or whatever, but it's the wrong number of letters and doesn't really make sense. Yeah, I'm still not coming up with it. Oh, does the S stay there? Can I do that and walk away? It left the S there. Hold on. If I erase it, the S is still back. If I press caps lock again, that's weird. Huh. Does the, like, the fact that I clued it, like, stay there forever? I hadn't noticed that before, but maybe I've gotten all the ones that I've gotten clues on? I don't know. Grow. So, again, the opposite of grow, or the complement of grow. Let's once again take a hint. D. Die. Flower can grow or a flower can die? Sure. I was hoping that might give me a clue over there. And then there's another grow thing that's over here. Okay, is there anything else that I missed in this area? There's yet another floor. I thought I was already on the top floor. Maybe that's how I missed that before. Got confused whether I was on floor 3 or floor 4. Because I think there are 4 now. Okay, but I think I've at least looked at all these other clues. You just go to stairs. None of these go to a wall. There isn't another way to climb any more stairs to get any higher. And from out here, on this side, I'm kind of just looking out mostly into the void. Although I can see some of the painting rooms, for example. On this side, can I see more of the world? Surprisingly, no. It's kind of like this tree exists, like, just out in the void. As opposed to, like, in the area where we walked into it. Alright. So if I want to get back out of here, here's the area that I went to again recently that had all this stuff. Was there another way out of here? Like, I guess... Oh! If I did color red, there's no color clue here, though, so I don't know that that would open that. So I'm back where I would try to get the F. I had to, like, drop off the P to get into this room. But I was looking at these clues. This is, like, add a partial letter, so add a stroke. This could be pinch, P-I-N-C-H, which if I still had my P, I could type. This could be pour, P-O-U-R, which if I still had my P, I can type. Can I get my P back? I can, while I'm on the upside down roof or whatever. And now I can solve these. This is what was tricking me up. Okay, I'm going to be able to get my F here. Pinch. Pour. I just never looked very, like, these are kind of hard puzzles to solve if you don't have any context to go with it, because it's like, add a stroke to a random letter. I'm not sure how to solve that one yet. This one, I need to twice add strokes to letters. I guess this one could turn into a P, so lop or let's get a hint. Starts with C. Again, the hint just stays around. So C. Can I make it L-A-P? Clap. C-H-O-P? Chop. So I added, like, a bit of a stroke to the L. as well as a stroke down here in the P in order to make that happen. Okay. And then this one. Instead of bro, it's going to be pro. Okay. So this solves all of this. This should give me access to my letter F, which would be available somehow, somewhere. I guess I have to put the P back again. So I put the P back again. Oh, it just isn't right in here. That's where I'm going to get the F. Yes, okay. I got another letter. Thank goodness. Okay, I have an F. I finally figured out what was going on here. Then... How do I get back out of here? Right, it's over here. It's hard to see. I go through here, and now I've switched from the floor to the ceiling or whatever. I can take my P back. I've got all my letters back, and now I have an F in my tableau. And so I actually have in my notes things that I could do with the letter F. Remind me what's over here? This just brought me back in here. What if I go... Wait a minute, this just brought me back in here too. What if I go this way? It just brings me back to the same spot. Where am I in the world? Kind of an annoying spot, but I might be able to do savory flavors, which is nearby. Except for I'm not sure I can get there from here. No, I can. Okay, so savory became unsavory. Flavors. I am removing a letter, so flavor. Favors. Okay, and here's another one of these paintings that we might be able to go into and get another letter, maybe? So let's try it. Unsavory favors. The letter E. We already have the letter E, but if you rotate your head so your left ear is on the ground, it will be an M. And M is one of the letters I thought was going to be coming next. Or, no, it just brought me back to the same spot. But maybe there is a way to get the M now. So we got the E out of here previously. I thought I'd solved everything in here, but maybe there was something unsolvable and I have more letters now and I can solve it. So let's jump into here. And let's see what our options are. I could jump over there, or this has already been solved, so I guess we'll jump over here. This brings me here. This is already solved. And then the other things that I could maybe do is fall down and end up somewhere. So from here, there's more places I could fall if I need to. There's a room over here where things are already solved. If I fall in here, looks like all I can do is jump into this guy. Over here, we solved all of this. If I go here, okay, we're back to E again. So this is basically where I came in. So at some point there's going to be like an M, I think. Okay, so let's try this again. So here it's still E. If I jump into this one, now it's a backwards E, or an upside down E. So we basically turned upside down. If I go all the way to the floor and jump into this one, that one's not a teleport. This one is a teleport. If I jump into this one, did I do it? I don't think I did. Can I not jump into you? I can only jump into ones that are on the wall. That's right. So I'm in the wrong orientation. I can jump into you. There's an M. So this is promising. So whilst I'm in this orientation, I could leave a letter here. I don't remember having done this before. Could I leave the E here? And something happens? It's a giant letter M. It's a letter M. Where do I think I would get the letter M? And was the E the right thing to leave behind? Also, I can't go in here, whatever that is. If I didn't leave the E behind, does it change what is out here? I mean, this is still the giant letter M. Is there a reason to imagine that a particular letter, E, M, or W, do I have a W? I could leave a W. If I left the W, I don't think it changes anything out here again. So yeah, I don't remember this existing, but I don't think I have a clue as to what I need to leave here. Maybe I will need to leave the letter M once I get the M in order to exit, and so the M should be accessible from here somewhere. That seems plausible to me. So, it's not in there. It's not in there. It's not in there. This is not a teleporty painting. This is a teleporty painting, but it seems like that's just going to flip me again. I finally got to my M. Happiness. Other than that on the wall, this appears to be the only place that I could leave anything. Let's try every letter and just see if we hear a doo-doo. Alright, I tried them all and I didn't hear any of them solve a puzzle, so I think it will be if I get the M, I can get it out, maybe? So let's try jumping into here. So now we're at W orientation. So from here, that's already been solved. That's already been solved. That's already been solved. Smiley faces jump intuable, and that appears to be the only thing I can do. Okay. And then we're back at the E orientation. I remember where I am. We basically went back to the start. So maybe this is not correct what I'm trying to do right now. Maybe this area really is truly all done. That seems plausible to me right now. I don't remember being here before, though. I mean, I was here, apparently, because I solved all of these things, but not in this iteration. So oh, and that's what brought us here? Okay, let's look back at all these paintings. So that was jumping into the E. That's a dark room. I haven't been there in a while. This is just a map of how to get through a thing. That is the tree pyramid area. The owl... I haven't been back to the owl in a while either. And then the temple over here is actually at the very start of the episode when I was in the high by area. Like, that's a way that you can get over there. Where it looked like the initial starting high room, but it was just a bunch of rooms that all said hi or whatever. I haven't been here in a while, so let's go back here. Like, I have the letter F, and I have notes about where I could spend the letter F, but I'm trying to get the lay of the land. And there are a bunch more puzzles that I might be able to do here. Seek. Find. Not sure immediately. Escape. Flee. And that's not really escape. Get away. Flee. Leave. Not immediately coming up with it. Sounds like shore. 4. Okay. Will. You will, you're going to. Or it could be a will that's left behind as your last testament or whatever, or it could be will versus won't. It could be like a force of will. Force is not going to be right, but there's a lot of things that will could be. You Hatchling with the circles. So again, I was thinking this was somehow had to do with like passage of time. But I'm still not sure what that one was going to be. Heroin, and then here's a symbol that we just don't know. And then seek. And in any case, I wouldn't be able to solve all of these. Are these spelling out possibly a sentence? Dance, you forget. Yeah, forget again. So this is going to spell out a sentence, I believe. And will. You will forget or won't forget. You might forget. Might. I don't have the M yet, but I do have the letters to do this. So this would be more. Forget more. Nightmare would just be dream. I think. So I need the M for that and that. Forget more, dream, escape. Still can't come up with that. Hide. And something dance, hatchling. Alright, well, there's some progress to be had there at some point in the future. I still think these places go nowhere. They just like come back out to the same room. Yeah. And does this bring me back to the paintings? No. There's a blue door. Yeah, so I think I'm trapped in here and just have to go back to the main room anyway. And the unyielding. Okay, well, we got a new letter. Next time, maybe I'll go back to puzzles that utilize the letter F and revisit some other puzzles. But it does feel like we've made some progress. I still don't feel like I have a rhythm for this game. Maybe that will change as I get more settled into the new computer and have fewer other in real life distractions. We can only hope. I'm going to say that I hope, as always, that you all are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Lingo 2. For now, bye-bye.